Captain America Civil War is a very important movie to the MCU. It directly influences the plots of Spider-Man Homecoming, Black Panther, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. It will be a backbone of the plot in the upcoming Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and helps build the Wanda and Vision relationship, seen in WandaVision. And of course, it is also the reason Thanos wins in Infinity War, because the Avengers are split. And it's even important in our universe too, because it introduces Black Panther and Spider-Man and begins the most well-received section of the MCU, Phase 3. But the most important part of Civil War has gone mostly ignored. The moral of its story. United we stand, divided we fall. In case you haven't seen Civil War or just need a refresher, the story is as follows. After a tragedy occurs accidentally caused by the Avengers, the US government introduces a law that places the Avengers under government jurisdiction and control. This law is called the Sokovia Accords after another tragedy that the Avengers helped cause. The Avengers disagree on the Accords, with Captain America being against them and Iron Man for them. The tensions come to a peak when Cap's best friend turned killing machine, Bucky, reappears and the team comes to blows. By the end of the movie, due to an enemy's manipulations, the Avengers are split apart. It's a great story and one of my favorites of the MCU, far surpassing the comic it's based on. I love the action, the villain, the new characters, and the character arcs most of all. Every decision a character makes is well thought out, and at least in the context of this movie, have very real consequences. Its place as one of the most important MCU movies also gives it some brownie points. So why am I focusing on the moral? And what is it? It's very easy to find the moral of Civil War. It's everywhere in the marketing. United we stand, divided we fall. This definitely happens in the movie. The Avengers are stronger together, which is just a fact. By the end, they have divided, and in Captain America and Iron Man's place, fallen. Duh. It's a very simple message, but one that isn't to be ignored. Throughout human history, we can see United we stand, divided we fall play out in spectacular fashion. The Medo-Persian Empire and the Roman Empire both crumbled because of division. Various civil wars have ravaged countries, the United States included. We seem to be going that way again, unfortunately. So what does this have to do with Captain America Civil War? Quite a lot, actually. I find it interesting that Civil War released in the year 2016. Without getting very deep into it, suffice it to say that much of the United States' current division started there. And yet, I don't remember the very clear message of Civil War ever being discussed. Could it be because of the movie's borderline paradoxical marketing? The irony of Civil War's promotional material came from the United Divided statement, and coming right alongside were the Choose Your Side hashtags and the infamous hashtag Team Cap and hashtag Team Iron Man. Sure, it's fun to join a team that you support, hashtag Team Cap, but not when the thesis of your movie warns against division. And let me say, sometimes the Team Cap and Team Iron Man fights could get kind of brutal. Adhering to a team so closely that it actively harms the other is no way to win, which is once again seen in the movie. What am I trying to say here? Only this. Do not follow in the example of the Avengers. Captain America Civil War is a cautionary tale, and I believe a very intentional one. Unity brings prosperity, division brings failure. It's that simple. Will disagreements come? Absolutely. Yet, they need to exist. Either a group will come closer together because of a disagreement to solve the issue, or be driven further apart by indignation and hatred. United we stand, divided we fall. You can't have one without the other. It's just that simple. Is it a coincidence that this video is coming out right now? Of course it is. I thrive on coincidences. But I ask you to take this moral of Captain America Civil War to heart when it comes to being with, relating to, or even simply talking to anyone else. It's that important. And with that, I think I've made my point. Until next time, later.